Got nothing against how WWF ran their shows back in 1988, but I still believe it'd be fitting if the Royal Rumble match was the main event here, considering that's what this night is all about.
Forearm down, another forearm. Indeed, that's not a forearm.
Wait, if that wasn't a forearm, why did you say it was a forearm literally twice 3 seconds ago? Rick Rude's hand had already gone past Ricky Steamboat's face for the eye rake before his foot even stomped on the ground.
His arms look bigger than I've ever seen them.
Just when you think this match is going to continue, let's waste time and talk to the fans instead. Whee!
I could tell him how to get out of this, McMahon.
But I'm unable to because he wouldn't be able to hear me.
Come on, we have youngsters watching this program.
In 1988, Vince McMahon announces on commentary that we have youngsters watching WWF, and then 20 years later, he decides to make that his main priority by turning WWE into a PG show.
Look at this maneuver. Oh, my.
Yeah, I know, they don't actually connect with certain moves, but I still gotta send it if it looks obvious.
Break it off!
That fan in the front row with the Jimmy Hart megaphone.
Right back, over Rick Rude again. Look.
I honestly can't recall the last time I saw someone get thrown against the ropes and actually hit the ropes front first instead of turning around.
Oh my goodness.
Ricky falling out of the ring like that would have been more believable if he got kneed close to the edge of the ropes. Just in case you'll confuse the event into thinking it was pre-taped. Considering I had completely forgotten that tapping out didn't qualify as submissions back in the 1980s when I sinned the first WrestleMania, I'll take this moment to apologize for my forgetfulness by deducting the sin from this event.
Adjustment the hard way. That is it.
The referee checked to see if Ricky was still in the match by doing the lifting and dropping arms 3 times thing and actually dropped Ricky's arm 3 times with no response. So why the fuck did he not ring the bell and end the match like he's supposed to? Instead, he decides to give Ricky one more chance, stupid referee. No, you didn't! This referee delivered the 2 count, and when the near fall came, he decided to slide forward and look like a show-off.
Oh no, did you see that?
Despite the referee knocked over a crucial point in match cliche, I'm laughing my ass off for the way this referee took the crossbody from Ricky.
Where's that referee?
In the ring.
The winner of this contest, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat!
Howard Finkel waited for over a minute before announcing that the winner was Ricky Steamboat by disqualification, just so Rick Rude can embarrass himself. Hell, they even played Rick's music too! WWF's constant and annoying reminders of what this event is called and the fact that they are live rather than pre-taped. I wouldn't have a problem with this bench pressing contest if it didn't last nearly 20 minutes long.
Do not make a song when I do this!
Dino Bravo should have realized that shutting the crowd up for a concentration on bench pressing would never work no matter who says it.
That's incredible. Oh!
While this segment alone lasts about 20 minutes, for about 15 minutes, it's the same cycle over again of bench pressing and more weight to lift, while telling the fans to stop making noise. I can understand that Dino is trying to break a world record here, but we're all bored here with the same cycle going on for 15 minutes. Cheating.
Did you not reach down and help him?
Nearly 2 minutes of Vince and Jesse arguing about whether or not Jesse helped Dino in that last bench press.
Cover! Quick cover! Look at that!
Wow, I'm removing a sin for that awesome escape from the pinfall.
Now let's call the one in the ring pink and the one out on the apron red, I guess.
Referring to Norio and Itsuki as pink and red. From the way Leilani was positioned, she likely would have been kicked by Judy even without her being moved into the way. Tug of war using Leilani as the rope. Why didn't Judy just tag Leilani from leaning through the second rope? I know that you can't tag from standing on the rope as your feet must be planted on the apron, but the other strategy could work. Or Judy could simply bend her wrist down and reach Leilani's hand, I don't know.
No sir, that's not a legal tag.
Have your feet up on a rope when you make a tag.
The referee is doing his job by telling Judy that it's not a legal tag, but allows her to enter the ring anyway. And I didn't see either Judy or Leilani tag each other in between the illegal tag and Judy entering the ring.
Judy Martin, the largest of the women in this matchup.
Wow, way to say quite the compliment, Vince.
It's made now.
What a devastating dropkick to the air.
If I'm pronouncing it correctly, it's Norino.
Oh, that sounds Italian. Don't look Italian.
What? Also, Vince, if you want to pronounce their names properly, it's Norio and Itsuki. And you said Norino when there was clearly no N before the Y or the last O. And why the fuck am I giving lessons?
Tell him I said that.
Ah, you failed.
And some of the men wrestlers.
Nice one.
Judy reacted way too late from that enziguri.
Trying to get her down. Show.
Considering Norio hooked Judy's hands rather than locking the arms, it's a no wonder that the backslide failed.
Here. Yes.
That double dropkick for the victory was so cool considering the Jumpin' Bomb Angels had, no pun intended, jumped halfway across the ring to score the final fall in the victory.
Waiting the official signing of the...
This fan being allowed to hoist his friend completely upside down on his shoulders. This is a contract signing and not even a match, yet the timekeeper felt like he had the need to ring the bell.
Look at the size. I would like to...
After Andre the Giant has been wrestling for over 15 years, saying look at the size of this guy no longer sounds cool and intense. I'm sorry, but I said the fact that for the contract signed between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, they gave them the smallest chairs ever put in the ring. Even in 1988, there were bigger chairs and tables. 2.5 minutes of waiting for Andre to sit down in the chair.
People, including myself.
That chair somehow hasn't been shattered, causing the biggest LOL moment of 1988 before LOL even became a thing.
Go ahead, sign it. Sign it. Why are you hesitating?
Hulk was literally just given the contract right at the moment that you said, why are you hesitating? Hulk's not hesitating to sign the contract, you stupid idiot.
This man right here on WrestleMania 3 beat you.
The record books say it didn't happen, but Ted DiBiase is right. Andre the Giant actually pinned Hulk for a 3 count at WrestleMania 3, but I'll get to that when I say that event. Another 2.5 minutes of Andre deciding on whether he should sign the contract or not.
If you go over the top rope, you're gone.
Unless you hang on, of course, and prevent your feet from touching the ground.
Neidhart.
Jim Neidhart made his entrance well before 2 minutes had passed. And don't give me that they enter every minute and 30 seconds bullshit, because everyone knows back in the day, wrestlers entered every 2 minutes in the 1980s and 1990s Rumble events. Jim had a head start there.
Chico Santana.
Cheeto Santana? Get that trending.
A little while ago.
Nikolai Volkov thinking he can jump the gun and enter before his turn. I found it funny how Hacksaw Jim Duggan looked to go after an eliminated Harley Race, but only walked toward him instead of running. Hell, he got hit in the head by Harley, so why didn't he run after him or something?
Keep going. Oh, doing right on the side, out on the concrete floor.
Vince, stop trying to convince the viewers that the obvious mats on the floor are concrete. The span of time between number 18's entrant and number 19's entrant is 58 seconds rather than the 2-minute rule. Why the sudden change of time? You guys bored of this match or something and want it to end?
One-man gang is
Good Billy Jim, get Davis! Wait a minute, the Warriors are...
Since this is the inaugural Royal Rumble match, it's also the originator of the wrestlers get eliminated quickly one by one once the final wrestler enter cliche that's been in so many Royal Rumble matches for nearly 30 years.
Well, why did Maracle do that? Frenchie Martin's not part of this.
Because if someone's manager tried to distract/prevent you from winning, you'd kick him off the apron too. Admit it.
Oh, wow! That's it.
Don Maracle hung on but then decided fuck it and let go of the rope to pretty much eliminate himself. Also, why didn't One Man Gang take this opportunity to try and toss out Dino Bravo as well?
Oh, yeah!
Why not? Let's give Jim Duggan praise for winning the first ever Royal Rumble match by removing a few sins. If YouTube sin videos or even myself existed in 1988, I likely wouldn't remove any sins because I wouldn't believe the Rumble would be so historic.
Scheduled for the best 2 out of 3 falls.
Seriously? This is the second best 2 out of 3 falls tag team match in the past hour. The first 3 minutes of this main event is the wrestlers moving around in circles, shouting at the camera, and Vince McMahon literally recapping the entire event before it even concluded.
What a...
Skip!
They don't have tag team weightlifting.
I think we just saw it.
Will you two shut the fuck up about whether or not Jesse helped Dino break the weightlifting record? You've been arguing about that for literally the whole night!
You know, McMahon, you might be involved in a Royal Rumble.
Foreshadowing.
Each other. And that leads to success.
The referee does his 5 count, but stops at 4 and proceeds to yell for the separation instead of counting 5 and calling for the disqualification, which would count as a fall in this match.
Tama, drop.
Most awkward dropkick I've ever seen, considering Tama stopped well before he was ever kicked. Since he stopped himself, he could have easily just moved out of the way or something.
Might get a count out here. Why hasn't Maracle counted?
The referee is counting. Are you blind, Jesse? Wait, what? What the fuck just happened? Aren't we in the middle of a 2 out of 3 falls match? Why are we recapping the contract signed between Hulk and Andre? This is some bullshit right here. And don't tell me that they wait a while between falls, because we clearly saw a previous 2 out of 3 falls tag team match which didn't have a break midway through the contest. And now a random fucking interview with Ted DiBiase also midway through a fucking match? Jesus, this is almost unbearable. No offense to those who love this event.
I'm undefeated.
Refusal to believe you've been defeated.
I'm undefeated and I'm still undefeated.
You're undefeated and you're still undefeated? Didn't really need that last piece in there, as that just makes me question the sense in that. It takes fucking 4 minutes between falls in this match. This is what you call stalling time.
The ring, and we'll be right back after a brief word from your local cable systems.
And just when you think we get to have the match again, nope, WWF pranked you, we're going to commercial.
Must start the next ball.
So the reason behind the match being stopped for nearly 5 minutes was so Paul Roma could get taped up backstage from a leg injury. Could you not have just had him tagging Jim Powers and doctors attended to him at ringside or something? Why stop the whole fucking match? Commentator Cam.
About that go-kart race that they call the Indianapolis 500.
Referring to the Indianapolis 500 as a go-kart race, which is dumb, considering you can at least turn in different directions during a go-kart race. And why the fuck am I talking about go-kart races in a WWF Sins video? Jesus, Jesse.
Powers off the rope. Nice maneuver by Powers.
The fuck just happened there?
Yeah, that's it.
With the sudden 5-minute break in between falls in this match, Jim's weird slip and fall, and Paul's attempt at coming in strong failing within a minute, this main event was one of the most awkward main events I've ever seen from the 1980s. 3 minutes of talking and flashbacks of this event.